In the subdued light of dawn, our story unfolds in the quiet corner of an old, forgotten attic. Amidst the relics of yesteryears, worn leather-bound books, brass telescopes, and moth-eaten maps, the air is thick with the scent of pine and musty paper. It is here that our protagonist, an amateur painter named Alara, discovers an object that looks curiously out of place, an ancient dust-covered easel. This is not merely a tool, but a portal to a world where each brushstroke whispers secrets of serenity and scenic realms. Alara, drawn by an inexplicable pull, begins to clean the easel with gentle, reverent strokes, uncovering its rich mahogany frame embossed with delicate, intertwining vines. As the morning sun casts a golden hue across the attic, the easel seems to glow with a life of its own. Compelled by a newfound tranquility, Alara prepares her palette, carefully blending azure blues with verdant greens. The episode meticulously describes the hypnotic mixing of colors, transforming mere pigments into the essence of the natural world. With each methodical stir, the colors bleed into each other, creating new shades that capture the infinite beauty of the earth. The soft bristles of Alara's brush delicately kiss the canvas, the motion fluid and enchanting. Each stroke builds upon the last, crafting rolling hills that undulate under a cerulean sky punctuated with strokes of fluffy white clouds. The chapter guides the viewer through this journey with a slow, soothing cadence, allowing the mind to drift along with the soft rustle of the brush. The atmosphere is one of pure, enveloping peace, as if each moment spent painting distances Alara, and through her, the viewer, from the chaotic whispers of the outside world. As Chapter 1 draws to a close, the room fades out, but the easel remains, a beacon of tranquility in a sea of forgotten treasures, promising more enchanted vistas just waiting to be explored through the portal of its mystic frame. In Chapter 2, The Painter's Cottage in the Whispering Woods, we traverse softly into the heart of tranquility, where the wood whispers its ancient secrets to those who lend their ear to its subtle language. Here stands a humble cottage nestled among the emerald embrace of towering trees, where each leaf and branch sways in a slow, rhythmic dance, choreographed by the gentle breeze. The air, imbued with a palette of earthy scents, pine, damp earth, and the faint, sweet aroma of wildflowers, sets the stage for a symphony of sensory delights. Inside this secluded refuge, the painter, a silent observer of nature's untouched beauty, prepares their canvas, an untouched expanse awaiting the first whisper of color. The painter's process is a meditative dance, each movement deliberate and full of purpose. As colors merge on the palette, azure blues blend with touches of ochre and vibrant greens, the painter contemplates the perfect stroke. The brush, an extension of the artist's intent, meets the canvas with gentle precision, transferring pigment in soft, soothing strokes that echo the calm surrounding the cottage. Light filters through the canvas of leaves outside, casting mottled shadows that play across the floor and walls of the quaint studio, illuminating the painting in an ever-changing light that demands a singular, tranquil focus. Each brushstroke builds upon the last, capturing not just the visual splendor of the woods, but the quietude that envelops it. It is in this chapter that the reader is invited to slow their breath, to feel the cool shade of the woods, and to experience the slow, joyful revelation of a landscape coming to life under the painter's careful hand. This passage, hypnotic in its delivery, draws its audience into a world where time rests, allowing a deeper connection with the quiet pulse of nature and the soulful pursuit of art. Chapter 3 opens amidst the quiet whispers of twilight, where the hues of the dying sun softly fade into the cool embrace of an impending night. As we prepare to lay down our first brushstroke, we witness the darkened sky begin to bloom with the silvery glow of stars scattered across its vast canvas. You stand poised with brush in hand, the palette rich with indigos and deep blues that mirror the navy velvet curtain now enveloping the world. Here, in this chapter, we delve into creating not just art, but an experience, a window into the tranquil depths of the nocturnal heavens. Gently swirling your brush in the cool, dusky pigments, you start at the zenith of the canvas. With each slow, deliberative movement, you transfer the serene energy from your heart through your arms and finally into the canvas, capturing the ephemeral beauty of starlight. As your brush dances across the surface, small dots of white and lighter blues come to life, each star a serene note in the symphony of the night sky. This painting session is more than mere artistry. It is a meditative journey, connecting you to the vast, mysterious cosmos. The soft, hypnotic strokes lead you deeper into tranquility, each motion smoothing over the worries of the day. The night sky grows on your canvas, a testament to both the wild, fathomless universe and the inner quietude it inspires within you. This chapter, like the shimmering celestial bodies above, offers a moment of reflection, a chance to gaze not only outward but inward. The narrative guides you soothingly through this process, encouraging a pace that feels congruent with the natural slow unveiling of the night. As the chapter concludes, you step back, your heart and mind as calm as the depicted scene before you. The canvas now holds a sky filled with shimmering stars, a permanent reminder of the peace and beauty that nature offers, and a symbol of the tranquility you can carry within. As we commence Chapter 4, titled Second Brushstroke, The Midnight Blue Ocean Waves, we dive deeper into the serene world of landscape painting, now drawing upon the hypnotic allure of the nighttime sea. Picture, if you will, the canvas awaiting our next caress, our brushes poised like conductors' batons, ready to orchestrate a symphony of blues. The room is dim, the air thick with the scent of linseed oil and anticipation as we delve into the profundity of midnight blue. We commence by selecting our palette, cobalt blue, Prussian blue, and a touch of alizarin crimson to achieve that perfect shade of deep, mysterious ocean wave at night. Each color, meticulously picked, promises to fuse and flirt with one another to achieve the seductive depth required for our night seascape. As the colors merge on the palette, we prepare to translate this quiet chemistry to the awaiting canvas. Our brush, dipped lightly, first touches the canvas with deference, like the softest whisper. With a slow, steady hand, we lay down the first stroke, observing as the midnight blue begins to ebb and flow across the stark white of our backdrop. The dark hue bleeds gently into the fabric of the canvas, mimicking the way dark waters lap quietly against a moonlit shore. As we add more strokes, the scene begins to take form. Waves build and crest, each highlighted with the faintest touch of ivory to suggest moonlight dancing on their tips. It's not just a visual journey, it's an emotional sojourn into quietude and reflection. The interaction of brush, paint, and canvas evolves into a soothing rhythm which entrances and calms the painter's soul. With each stroke, the vast, endless ocean comes into being, a representation not only of nature's nighttime beauty, but also of the inner calm that painting can invoke. We stand back, Our breaths slower now, our hearts quieter as we absorb the tranquility expressed by our own creation, the midnight waves that wash over not just the canvas, but our tranquil minds as well. In Chapter 5, Third Brushstroke, The Golden Fields of Serenity, we delve deeper into our transcendental journey through art. As you turn the page, imagine stepping into a vast open field, the horizon stretching endlessly before you, the sky a vast canvas of soft morning blues, and below the fields sway in a golden dance of tranquility. It's here in these fields that you will learn to capture the essence of peace, blending not just paint, but your senses with nature's quiet grandeur. Begin by preparing your palette, mixing hues with care, ochre and umber, a hint of green, touches of white to catch the sunlight. Each color swirls into another like the gentle merging of dawn and day. With your brush in hand, allow your breath to slow, mirroring the peaceful scene that lies quiet and unassuming on your canvas. The first stroke is light, almost tentative, as if the brush itself is hesitating to disturb the serene silence of the golden fields. But as you warm to the task, each motion becomes more confident, sweeping across the canvas, the golden fields coming alive under the tender ministrations of your brush. Visualize the sway of tall grasses, feel the warmth of the sun as it rises slowly, bathing the world in gold. This is not just painting. It is an act of immersion, a meditation where every stroke deepens your connection with the tranquil scene. As you add details, a distant tree, perhaps a small brook, or flowers subtly tinted with shades of purple and pink, the depth of the landscape pulls you in further. The world falls away, leaving only the rhythmic sounds of your breathing and the soft scratch of brush against canvas. Conclude this chapter and your artful session in contemplation, stepping back to view the completed work. The golden fields of serenity not only sprawl before you in your painting, but reside within you. Through this careful, deliberate act of creation, you have woven a tapestry of calm into the fabric of your day. Chapter 6 unfolds gently, like the first tender blooms of spring. In fourth brushstroke, the blossoming cherry orchard, the narration guides the reader's brush slowly across a tranquil canvas, embracing each moment with a meditative calm. Here the story pauses to reflect on the simplicity yet profound beauty of cherry blossoms under a soft pastel sky. Each sentence is crafted to mimic the deliberate pace of nature's own growth, encouraging the reader to inhale deeply the sweet air of the imagined orchard. As the pages turn, one can almost hear the delicate rustle of the cherry tree branches swaying gracefully in a light breeze. The chapter emphasizes the patient layering of hues, pale pinks, subtle whites, and fresh greens blending on the canvas to slowly awaken the full vibrancy of life in bloom. The narrative voice remains tranquil, its hypnotic tone a guiding force, coaxing the reader to explore the depth of their own quietude through the act of painting. Each paragraph is an invitation to drift further into a serene dreamscape, where every brushstroke reveals not only the visual splendor of the orchard, but also the inner peace that the act of painting cultivates. As the chapter closes, readers find themselves deeply entrenched in both the beauty of the cherry blossoms and the quietude of their surroundings, a testament to the therapeutic power of art and nature. In the calm embrace of Chapter 7, titled Fifth Brushstroke, The Snow-Capped Peaceful Peaks, we embark on a journey not just of art, but of inner stillness. As we prepare our palettes, the outside world begins to fade, making room for a tranquil connection with nature at its most serene. There, amidst the quietude of our imagined landscapes, rises the majestic snow-capped peaks, symbols of peace and timeless beauty. The chapter unfolds slowly, guiding our hands with deliberate grace. Each choice of color, each movement of the brush is intentional, mirroring the unhurried pace of nature's own creations. We start with the sky, using a blend of cobalt and cerulean blues that swirl into the whiteness of the peaks, suggesting a crisp, clear dawn. The air in our studio seems to cool, filled with the imagined chill of high altitudes, and the fresh pine-scented breeze carry from the canvas into our senses. Gradually, we introduce lighter strokes, our brushes lightly dusted with white, tapping softly to mimic the gentle accumulation of snow atop these tranquil giants. The peaks now stand resolute and imposing, yet they exude a profound calm, each stroke adding to their silent narrative of steadfastness in the face of centuries. The texture of our paint mimics the rough, icy surfaces, sparkling slightly as though touched by morning light. As we step back to view our creation, our breathing slows, almost in sync with the world we have captured on canvas. The peaks, though merely strokes of paint, provide a kind of sanctuary, a place of peace that mirrors the solitude of high mountain ranges. They demand nothing from us but quiet admiration, and the mere act of observation becomes a meditative practice. This chapter, like a softly whispered mantra, draws us deeper into a state of calm, where each of us finds a moment of peace among the snow-capped peaks, a testament to both the enduring beauty of the earth and the profound quiet of the mind engaged in the act of creation. In the ebb and flow of our story, Chapter 8, titled Sixth Brushstroke, Calming Breezes Over Lavender Trails, unfolds with a hypnotic grace, guiding the reader to a tranquil panorama of splendor both imagined and palpable. Imagine, if you will, clouds performing a slow adagio across the cerulean dome as the day exhales the tender glow of a setting sun. The landscape before you extends into infinity, blanketed in a lush tapestry of lavender that whispers secrets to the calming breeze. This chapter indulges the senses in a ballet of color and fragrance, leading one to partake in the methodical art of painting this serene vista. As the brush gently kisses the canvas, each stroke is a breathable moment, captured in the slow dance of bristles. The palette is rich with the lavenders, greens, and soft ambers, intermingling like old friends at dusk. The sounds of the environment, a distant bird call, the subtle rustling of leaves, the very air moving through space, compose a symphony of natural serenity that resonates with the soul's canvas. Painting here transcends mere action. It becomes a way of being, an infusion of nature's calm into the heart of the beholder. The blending of colors becomes a meditation, each hue speaking softly to the next, creating a visual harmony that palettes the scene with a dreamlike quality. As you glide the brush over the canvas, notice how the boundary between the painter and the painted blurs, how you become a vital element of the masterpiece you are creating. By the chapter's end, the completed work is not merely a portrayal of lavender trails and the calm embrace of the evening, but a testimony to the transformative power of art, a portal to peace that the reader turned painter can return to again and again. Let the breeze lead the way. Let the colors tell their tale. Inhale the landscape, exhale a masterpiece. In Chapter 9, Masterpiece Unveiled, the Dreamer's Canvas, the narrative delicately unfolds, inviting the reader into a soothing realm where colors blend into a transcendental vision of tranquility. It begins in the quiet corner of a sunlit room where an untouched canvas whispers possibilities. The painter, a mere conduit of nature's profound beauty, stands before it, palette in hand, ready to capture the essence of serenity. Each pigment, cobalt blue, alizarin crimson, burnt umber, holds within it the mystery of the natural world. As the story progresses, these colors merge on the palette, a gentle swirling of hues that mimic the early morning sky. The air is thick with expectation. The first stroke of the brush is a tender touch, a soft whisper against the canvas. The landscape begins to form, initially vague and unstructured, as though emerging from an early morning mist. Slowly, detail is lavished on the canvas, each brushstroke a deliberate and thoughtful gesture that adds depth and emotion to the painting. Trees clothed in verdant greens rise from the fog, their leaves fluttering slightly in a breeze that feels almost real enough to touch. A lake, smooth and glossy, reflects the dance of early sunlight breaking through the trees, its surface disturbed only by the occasional drop of paint from the brush above. As the painting nears completion, the story delves deeper into the intimate connection between the artist and the landscape. This creation is not merely a depiction of nature, but a revelation of the painter's innermost peace, a serene landscape that exists as much within the soul as it does upon the canvas. The chapter closes as the painter steps back, the brush resting gently against the edge of the easel, the once empty canvas now a vivid testament to the beauty of tranquility. The masterpiece stands unveiled, a dreamer's canvas, where every viewer finds a quiet corner of peace amidst the tumult of the world. Chapter 10, Eternal Dawn, The Awakening in the Gallery of Dreams, enacts a journey far beyond the corporeal world into a realm suspended in tranquility. Here, each stroke of the brush is not merely a physical act, but rather an invocation of the sublime, as if every swirl and sweep guides you deeper into a meditative embrace with the universe. As the canvas sprawls before us, a spectacle of serene landscapes begins to unfold. Visualize, if you will, a horizon where the gentle blush of dawn caresses the sky, the colors mixing with divine subtlety, soft hues of coral intertwining with the pale blues of early morning. Each addition of color seems to breathe life into the scene, a slow, deliberate process that resembles the awakening of the world at the break of day. The landscape pulses with the quiet energy of nature. It is alive, yet perfectly still. As we drift further into the detail, notice how the light diffuses through the mist, how it dances delicately on the dew-laden leaves, each droplet reflecting the burgeoning light, a myriad of tiny suns. The trees, majestic in their silent strength, rise with a grace that belies their immovable presence. Their boughs sway softly as if in slow motion, cradling birds that stir as the day begins. Imagine walking into this landscape, each step syncopated with the rhythmic pulse of the earth, each breath a deeper communion with the soul of nature. Here in the Gallery of Dreams, the boundaries between the dreamer and the dream blur into insignificance, with each observer not merely viewing the art but living within it, breathing its air and walking its paths. Eternal Dawn does not just depict a scene, it is an eternal moment of awakening, forever suspended in the amber of artistic endeavor, a perpetual testimony to the beauty and peace that art invokes when it mirrors nature's most tranquil scenes.